And now, ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 125 pounds from Atlantic City, New Jersey, Heidi Lee Morgan. And introducing the manager, the man of mystery, Jonathan Blue. And his prized possession, weighing in at 132 pounds, every man's fantasy, the Goddess.
This is a little something different now. All of a sudden, the Goddess is coming out with a man there just simply identifying as Jonathan Blue now. This is the first time we've seen her with him, but you know, we talked about it earlier. Heidi Lee Morgan, first time we met her, she's someone you just have to like. Very effervescent, very bubbly. You kind of got to be, I hate to say this, we're trying to be impartial.
Well, she's all American.
But she's got to be a sentiment of favor.
I think anytime you have a manager, and especially with a masked wrestler, the underdog is always going to be the other person. And Heidi Lee certainly is the underdog here.
She's giving away a little bit of size, but she's about as wiry as they come. There's a look at Heidi Lee. Jonathan Blue, I think referee Eddie Sharkey, rightly so, has just had enough of Mr. Jonathan Blue.
I think that was a problem. That's why the Goddess went out and found herself a manager, because she had a little problem with the refereeing last time she wrestled. Little pat there for good luck, I guess.
I don't know. We'll find out. Well, I'll tell you what, we saw it last time we saw the Goddess. She has that tremendous Aphrodite's revenge, she calls it. And look at Heidi Lee. She goes right to work, 2 arm drag takedowns, and a handful of the Goddess's hair picks her up, slams her right down on that Pabst Blue Ribbon sign square in the center. Heidi Lee going to work on the Goddess. You've got to like this.
The way it looks, the Goddess is going to need more than just
up and over goes Heidi Lee, and the Goddess reverse things very quickly.
What's the hair pulling?
Goddess picks up Heidi Lee, slams her right down. I think the Goddess certainly has the edge here in some size and strength, Sarge.
It does.
Oh,
wow.
What a move by the Goddess.
Powerful move there.
Form almost to the DDT, kind of flying through the air.
Well, she grabbed her hair, flew around, and then brought her right down on her face on that Pabst Blue Ribbon mat cover.
Got Heidi Lee battling right back. She's wiry, and she is again. Oh! Talk about a clothesline. That just about separated Heidi Lee's head from her shoulders. And the Goddess openly right in front with nothing but disdain for the referee. Pulls her up by a handful of hair. Slams her down.
She could hook the leg here. She could possibly pin her.
I think you may be exactly right. I think the Goddess was just a little bit too cocky.
That she is.
Perhaps rightly so.
She must be a friend of yours.
Heidi Lee battles her right back into the rope.
Wow.
Continues to go to work. The forearms, but the Goddess again using that strength advantage. Slap right to the sternum area. Takes Heidi Lee over with a shoulder throw.
She's very strong, and Heidi's weight doesn't help her out at all. The Goddess's strength.
Goddess has got a little bit of height advantage, a little bit of strength, a little bit of weight. That combination is pretty tough to beat.
Keep an eye on Jonathan Blue.
Right there. Just pulled her legs right out from under her.
That's where we need that 2 referee in the matches sometimes.
We've talked about it, especially with these women as fast as they move. Pulled her down by her hair, now goes for a body scissor.
Can you hear that screeching sound from the Goddess? Is that her?
I think it might be Heidi Lee in some pain right now. He just rolls her right over. Rolls her right into the ropes.
Keep an eye on that Jonathan Blue. He doesn't look like he's up to any good at all.
Kind of has a Mr. Clean look to him with that earring hanging out.
Well, I think he's Mr. Dirt right now in my eyes.
Exactly right. Heidi Lee works to her feet. She gets a couple, 3 in a row right to the breadbasket of the Goddess.
I'll tell you what, that Heidi Lee might not be big, but her heart is into it.
No question. She's up on the rope now. Well, she's going to work right on the top of the head of the goddess, and this crowd is loving it.
Jonathan Blue is hating it.
Now it takes her over and across the ring. Now here Heidi Lee might be making a mistake. She should have gone right after her. But she hesitated a little bit, let the goddess get to her feet.
Whoa!
Drop kick. Oh, she caught her square.
What a drop kick right to the chest of the goddess.
She caught her square. Heidi Lee, she loves to fly off that top turnbuckle when she gets a chance to set up her opponent. She may be going in right now. She said she loves to fly like an eagle. And that could be exactly what she's setting up, but she missed.
She
missed it in bad shape. The goddess hooks the leg. Count of 2 and a count of 3. Well, like it or not, Heidi Lee certainly gave an excellent credit of herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, the goddess, every man's fantasy.
I'll tell you, Sarge, you got to give Heidi Lee Morgan all the credit in the world. She certainly gave the goddess all she had, and I'll tell you, the size of the heart in Heidi Lee more than speaks for itself. We talked about it. She is a favorite, Heidi Lee Morgan. I think she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think it was maybe a little bit too much Jonathan Blue for Heidi Lee.
Well, it sure didn't help her at all. We saw the LPWA's got some of the greatest wrestlers in the world. In fact, the greatest wrestlers in the world. If you're not with the LPWA Ladies Championship Wrestling, you just ain't a wrestling.
Well, there's a close-up look at the goddess herself, and we'll be back